and offline. From tomorrow onwards, no class till 25th. 20 to 25th. We are going to resume the session again from 26 onwards. Right? Why? Because of weather, man. Okay. Got it. So it's a heavy, huh? So too much hot here because of that reason. From 26 onwards, a little bit cool. I think like I'm thinking because of that reason, right? Okay. So got it, guys? That is what I'm saying, Prakash. From tomorrow onwards, 20 to 25th. In between, we'll have Sunday, right? 4 days holiday, right? Got it? It's too hot, man. Because of that reason, I'm taking rest. Okay. Okay. 22, 25th. So Saturday, I think anyway, holiday, Saturday. Then Monday, Tuesday, we are going to start the classes from Wednesday for offline and as well as online. Okay. Right? हाँ वही बोल रहा हूँ, जाओ मजे करो 4 दिन। 4 दिन मजे मत करो, वो जो वीडियोस है ना, 10 वीडियोस है ना, वो सब कुछ देख के नोट्स प्रिपेयर करो। Got it, guys? Utilize that opportunity. So clear? Everything I shared, man, yesterday itself only, Mr. Singh. Right. Okay. Right, guys, let's start. Today we are going to start user management concept. So usually user and group management. So how to manage the local users and local groups. Now we'll discuss today. Group management we are unable to complete. We are going to complete user management today. प्रैक्टिस करो देवयानी, हाँ प्रैक्टिस करना है, अगर नहीं है तो कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आता, right? Okay, so let's start, guys. You missed last 10 minutes yesterday. No need to bother. Okay, so last yesterday what we discussed, man command, right? So no issues. हाँ lab class lab में होगा, right? Bharat, so go to lab and then do. Yes, good afternoon, Jayant. Right, guys. So coming to leave about Linux, guys. In Windows, how many user accounts will have? 2 types of user accounts will have. What are they? Admin and guest user, right? Right? Admin and guest user. Like the same way, coming to Linux, we'll have root user and normal user, right? As of now, you know very well about how many types of user accounts we'll have into our operating systems. Already day one onwards, we are discussing those all stuff, right? So root user and normal user. Most of the people, they know only those both the users, that's it. Apart from those both, we'll have the one more user in Linux. Total 3 user accounts we'll have in Linux. 3 user accounts we'll have in Linux, right? So root user, system user, and normal user. Okay. How many types of user accounts we'll have in Linux, guys? 3. What are they? Root user, system user, and normal user. 3 types of user accounts we'll have in Linux. So now my question is, what is the use of user accounts? Why we need to create the users? Yes, guys, permission means what kind of permission, Subham? What is the use of user accounts, guys? Without user, can we able to log in into our operating system? Without user concept, guys, 10 days videos. Before one guy he asked like, so he need 10 minutes. Go through that video, you'll get 10 minutes. Okay, session. Why chat is enabled? You need everyone. If I keep everyone option, you are going to get disturbed. Because those all the messages you are going to get each and every people. Because of that reason, I kept here only host. Okay. I think Me Too doesn't have the option here to change. Host is enough. Okay. Right. Okay. Trainer message sent to trainer. Why chat is enabled only to send the messages to NIT? What about sending messages to trainer? I can able to get, man. Karthik, I can able to read your message. No need to bother. Right. Okay. Right, guys. I'm only admin, I think, for this session for Zoom meeting app. Okay. Okay, right, guys. So how many types of user accounts will have? Three types of user accounts will have: system user, no, root user, system user, and normal user. Why we need to create the user account? Without user account, can we able to log in into our operating system? It's not possible, right? So without user accounts, we are unable to log in into our operating system. Without user account, can we able to manage the resources in our operating system? We need to create the file. We need to create directory. We need to modify few files. We need to change few settings into our operating system. Can we able to perform without user? So we are unable to perform, right? So because of that reason, we need a user accounts. What is the use of users? To manage the resources in our operating system. To manage the resources. Using user account, we are managing the resources in our operating system, right? Okay. So this concept name is user management. So user management, okay? So local users, guys. So you didn't get okay. So I'll share you end of the session. Don't worry. So user management. So concept name, right? So coming to user management, guys, now we are going to discuss the command concept wise. So before we discuss basic commands till 6th chapter, from 7th chapter onwards, concepts wise, we are going to discuss the command. Easily you can able to remember. Right, guys? Okay. So let's see here, coming to user management. How many types of, how many user accounts we can able to create into our operating system? 60,000. While we are discussing about file system hierarchy at the time, I said 60,000 user accounts we can create. Let's see here. User add is a command. To create a user. User mod is a command. Modify a user. User del is a command. Delete a user. And apart from that, we are going to use one more command called password. Right, guys? User add. It's okay. So user add to create a user. User mod to modify user. User means user properties we are going to modify. User del to delete a user. Password is a command to assign the password for user account. So right, guys? Okay. So now we are going to discuss types of users. Three types of users will have: root user, system user, and normal user. Guys, if you create the user account, right, user, it having few properties. For example, we are using one command called user add to create a user. With the help of user add command, if you create the user, right? So what kind of properties we'll get, now we'll discuss. So first field, username or login name, whatever if you want you can say. First field is a username or login name, you can say. Second field, password. Second field, password. Second field, password, guys. Okay. Okay. Right. Next, UID, user identification numbers. Next, GID, group identification numbers. Next, comments or gases. Then home directory. Then shell environment. How many fields will have for user? Total 7 fields will have. One, first field username. Second field password. Third field UID. Fourth field GID. Fifth field comments. Sixth field home directory. 7 shell environment. Okay. So in our operating system, very first user is root. Username root. X indicates the password properties. 0 is a UID. UID means user identification numbers. User identification numbers, right, guys? For example, you are attending Linux session. Management, they need to identify you whether you belongs to Linux class or not. So how they are going to identify you? With the help of ID card, right? So you'll have the Naresh IT ID card along with you. With the help of that ID card, right? So we are going to find. So administrators, they are going to find you. They are going to allow the session. So like the same way, coming to operating system, while you are trying to creating the user accounts, automatically those users, it having one ID. Okay, root user UID is 0 because root is a first user in our operating system. It will start from 0. UID 0, user identification number. Group ID also 0, man. Group means, for example, assume this Naresh IT having 2 different branches. One is in Hyderabad, another one is in Vijayawada. Right, guys? So your all belongs to Hyderabad branch. Few people they join into Vijayawada branch. Right, guys? So few people they joined into Vijayawada branch. So clear. Now management, how they are identifying them? With the help of group ID, branch ID. They are going to create one group, Vijayawada group. They are going to add the Vijayawada peoples into the Vijayawada group. So Hyderabad group, Hyderabad peoples, we are going to add into the Hyderabad group. So branch ID, you can say group ID. So simple. WhatsApp groups, you know, right? In WhatsApp, you are going to create the groups. So usually WhatsApp group name will have, but here will have number. That is called group ID. So clear, guys. We are trying to creating the WhatsApp group called friends, families, staff, like this. Like the same way here also we can able to create the groups, but we are going to discuss in next class about groups. Okay. So remember group ID also 0. And one more thing you need to remember, while you are trying to creating the user account, automatically one group, it will be created to the particular user, that is called primary group. For example, we are trying to creating one user called student. Automatically student group, it will be created. That is a student group is a student users primary group. By default, you'll have one primary group for each and every user. Got it, guys? Okay, group ID. I hope you're clear about group ID 0. Comments, gossips, comments means you can assign the comments for user. So Imran sir is a good faculty. He will teach Linux class very well like that. Okay, comments, right? No, guys. Like the same way, you can assign the comments for user. Okay. So Imran sir, he's looking fatty. So like this, you can give the comments. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear. Comments means we are trying to assign in the comment. Usually, we are not going to assign like this comment in real time. For example, understanding purpose, I have given this example. So usually we are going to assign the comment HR account like this. We are going to assign. Comment means your wish. Any comment you can assign. Okay. So next, home directory. Root users home directory, man. /ROOT. So not //ROOT is a home directory for root user. Who's that guy? Srihari. Right? Shell environment, bin bash. Shell environment, bin bash, bash shell. If you doesn't, this is called interactive shell. Login shell also you can say. Interactive shell or login shell. Bin bash is a login shell, guys. So without login shell, you are unable to log in with the help of root user, remember. Next user. System user. System user, guys. So example, Apache, FTP, right? So SSHD, those all, it will be coming under system users, right, guys? What is the use of system user? Guys, how many peoples you know about easy to user is a normal user, man. Krishna, easy to use a normal user. It's not a system user. Let it complete this. Then you can able to understand. Okay. Right. How many peoples you know about Windows, guys? You peoples you know about Windows, right? Assume this, we have two Windows laptops. Laptop A, laptop B. Two laptops will have. So we established one media between those both the laptops. One wire network. We established one network between those both the laptops. Right, guys? I hope you got it. Now we are trying to sharing few files from laptop A to laptop B. Can we able to share through network? Yes. How you are going to share the files from one machine to another machine through network in Windows? Which service we need to use? In Linux, NFS. In AWS, EFS. Coming to Linux, NFS. In Windows, share folder. Share folder service will have. So create folder, go to folders properties. There you'll have the option called share. You can share the folder. You can keep the data into the folder. You can share. Right, guys? How you are trying to accessing the share folder from laptop A to laptop B? We need to log in into the laptop B. We are trying to accessing the share folder from network, right? Then while you are trying to accessing the share folder at the time, it will probe to us to provide the username and password to access the share folder. So which username and password we need to provide? Laptop A's username and password we need to provide, then only we can able to access the share folder into laptop B. Now this user, it will act like as a system user. I hope you got it, guys. Simple. With the help of system users, we are going to access the services. If you are installing any service, three things it will happen. First, it will create one user account. Next, it will create one configuration file and home directory. So if you install HTTPD service, Apache user account it will create. Apache means it's not TVS Apache. Okay. This is Apache web server. Clear, guys? So many people, they are thinking TVS Apache RTR 250cc. It's not like this. I think 250 doesn't have 180cc will have, right? 180. Huh? 200 also there. Very good. So you don't know about HTTP Apache, but you know about very well about TVS Apache. Huh? So got it, guys? So I hope you're clear. So Apache means it's a username. This user, it belongs to HTTP server. If you install, right? If you install FTP user account, it will create. If you install OpenSSH, SSHD user account, it will create. Each and every service, it having one user. That is called system user to access the services. That's it. Right, guys? So for example, Apache X indicates the password properties of Apache. Next. Guys, normal users, Apache means system users, it will start from 1. 0, it's reserved for root user. System user, it will start from 1 to 499. In RHEL, 6.0 and older versions. 6.0, 5.0, 4.0, 3.0, 2.0 version having 1 to 499. It's default range, but we can modify. By default, 1 to 499. Coming to new versions. 1 to 999. RHEL 7 and above versions. 7, 8, 9. 1 to 999. Right. Same like user IDs and group IDs, both are same. I said now, while you are trying to creating the user account, automatically group also it will create. Same group IDs will have. Okay. 1 to 499 in RHEL 6.0 version. Then 1 to 999 in RHEL 7.0 and old version. Sorry, 7.0 above versions, not old version, guys. So same, how we'll have the user IDs, like the same way we'll have the group IDs also. So coming to comments, Apache user having Apache comment. Home directory where www.html. Shell enrollment has been no login shell. This is non-interactive shell. We are unable to log in with the help of system users. SU command, it won't work for Apache. SU command, it will work only for student, normal user and root user. Then FTP, where FTP pub. Pub ante malli Madhapur pub anukunesnaru, adi kaadu. Pub means public. Has been no login shell. I hope you got it, guys. Those all system users, right? What is the use of system user? To access services. With the help of system user, we are going to access the services, right? Next user, normal user. Example, student. While we are trying to installing the operating system at the time, we created one user called student and U1, U2, right? You can create any username. Okay. Coming to system users, normal users. System users completed, right? Normal users. Okay. Example student. X indicates the password properties of student. 500 to 60,000. In RHEL, 6 and below versions. Thousand to 60,000 in RHEL, 7 and above versions. Got it, guys? Like the same way, got it? Groups also, right? So student user, comment is student by default. Home directory, /home, /student. Bin, bash. Interactive shell. So this is all about user properties, guys. I hope you're clear. Range and properties. User IDs and group IDs, range and properties. Okay. Now you need to get one doubt. So ilan doubtlu matram ravu. Okay. Huh? You need to get one doubt. What kind of doubt? Sir, you said those all the properties. From where we need to get? Sir, what is different? What difference, man? What is different? Just now I have given root user having the restricted full access. System user to access the services. Normal user having the restricted permission. That is a difference. Those all the properties we discussed, right? Those properties from where we need to get? ओके, ये सब कुछ अच्छी तरह से पढ़ा दिया सर आप। ये जो प्रॉपर्टीज कहाँ से हम लोग देखना चाहिए, कहाँ से हम लोग मॉडिफाई करना चाहिए? I hope you got it, guys. So those all the properties, it will be available in etc. Then Sai Krishna, password. Very good. Those properties we are going to get from etc password file. Got it? etc password contain local user properties. If you want, you can make a note. etc password contain local user properties. So X indicates it password. If you assign the password for user, the password it will store into X. X, it's linked to etc shadow. X, it's linked to etc shadow. Simple, guys. etc password content properties, local user password etc password contain local user properties, etc shadow contain local user password properties. If you create the user account, the user details by default, it will store inside the etc password, man. If you assign the password for user, the password properties, it will store into etc shadow file. We'll discuss 28th onwards, 27 or 28th above sudo. Okay, Akash, don't think too much now. We'll discuss definitely about sudo. So clear? etc password contain local user password properties. etc shadow contain password properties of local user. I hope you got it right. Next. Can we able to modify the user properties, guys? We can. Hyphen small l to rename the user. We need to rename this user from U1 to maybe test user. Hyphen small l option we are going to use. With which command? With user mod command. For existing user, user mod. For creating new user, user add. So who's going to whom we are going to rename? For existing user only, right? Yes, no. We are going to modify the username for existing user. Hyphen small l we are going to use with user mod command. Next. Hyphen u to modify the user ID. While you are trying to creating the user account at the time, if you want, you can modify. So for existing user also you can modify. Means hyphen u options, hyphen u option you can able to execute with user add as well as with user mod. For new user, for existing user, both we can modify. Hyphen small g to modify the group ID. Hyphen c to modify the comments to assign the comments. Hyphen d and m to modify the home directory. Hyphen s shell environment. Guys, it's not a big deal. It's a very easy to remember. User ID starting letter U, group ID first letter U, comments first letter C, directory D, shell S. That's it. No need to write, no need to bother. Easily we can able to remember. It's not a big deal. Right, guys? Next. Apart from those options, so we'll have hyphen capital L to lock. To lock the user, to unlock the user. I hope you got it, guys. Hyphen capital U, unlock. Hyphen L, lock. Capital L, lock. So those options we are going to use frequently in user management. So I hope you're clear, right? We can, Subham. We can modify, we can change. Right? Can we do practical? Practically we'll do. Then this is 9.0. Right, guys. Guys, better to log in as a root user because those commands we can able to execute with only root now at present. So guys, first of all, let's verify the etc password file. Less is a command, tail etc password. See guys, first user root. Guys, each and every field it will separate it with colon. X indicates the password properties, colon. User ID, group ID, root, /ROOT, bin bash. Then bin is a system user. System users having non-interactive shell. SBIN no login. Go bit down. While you are installing the operating system, at the time we created one user called student. X indicates the password properties. 1000 is a user ID. 1000 is a group ID. Student, comments. Home student is a home directory. Bin bash is a shell environment. Got it, guys? Q to quit. We are back to terminal. So clear, guys? Okay. Now we are trying to creating one user account. So how to create the user? User add is a command. User add is a command. Then we are creating one user called U1. U1 is a user account. How to verify? Guys, remember, if you try to creating the new user account, the user properties, it will append into etc password file. Append. Append means the properties, it will add into end of the line in etc password file. Right? So last 10 lines is enough, right? So how to print the last 10 lines? Less. Tail man, tail. Toka. Pooch. Tail matlab. Right? So tail means last 10 lines. Head means first 10 lines. You got it? So password. Last 10 lines will get. Then U1 is a username. X indicates the password properties. 1001 is a user ID. 1001 is a group ID. By default, we doesn't have any comments for user one, U1. Home U1 is a home directory. Bin bash is a shell environment. I hope you got it, guys. So clear? Right. Now we are trying to creating the user, but we are trying to modifying the properties according to our requirement to the particular user account. Okay. User add is a command. Space. U2 is a username, but we are trying to modifying the properties according to our requirement now. While we are trying to creating the user account along with the user. Right, guys? How to modify? -U. While you are trying to creating the user account, we are modifying the properties, man. It's not for existing user. Okay. U2 user account we are creating now. For U2, we are modifying the properties. We doesn't need default properties. Usually 1001 we got right, but we'll get 1002. But I need 2002. 2002 is a group ID I need. So guys, don't give group IDs because at present we didn't discuss any group management concept. If you're providing small g means primary group ID. After completing the group management, you can able to understand. If you're providing this, you will get error because we doesn't have any additional groups here. We didn't create any separate groups to assign that group as a primary group for you two. After completing the group management, I will show you practically, don't worry. Don't give -G. Automatically primary group, it will be created by kernel while you are trying to creating the user account. Got it, guys? 2002 -G 2002 doesn't need. Automatically it will create the primary group called U2. I hope you understand. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా? And what about online? Can you hear me? I hope you understand online. Right. So don't give -g at present. Automatically one primary group it will be created, no need to bother. Now we are assigning comments. HR -c comments. We are trying to modifying the home directory. Now -d is enough, no need to bother about -m. -m I will tell you later. -d is an option while you are trying to creating the user account. At the time you need to modify the home directory, we should use -d. Right? By default home directory for U2, home U2. But I need home dir2. Got it, guys? Usually we'll get home U2, but we are trying to modifying as a home dir2. -yes to modify the shell environment. We are trying to providing sbin no login shell, non-interactive shell. Guys, this is one interview and exam question. Got it? -s non-interactive shell. In exam, people they will ask create user account, assign the non-interactive shell. Got it, guys? Then hit enter. tail/etc password. U2 user it got created. X indicates the password properties. 2002 is a user ID. See guys, group also got created. Primary group. 2002 is a group. HR comments. Then home dir2 home directory has been no login shell. Right, guys? How we need to switch from root user to U1? Yes, guys. Last command. Last command. This is only the man. -s shell enrollment. Right, guys? So now how to log in? su-u1. That's it now. We switch from root user to U1. Exit. We are back to root. Then su-u2. The account is currently not available. Why? Guys, Mr. Jyoti Prakash, what I'm trying to teaching, please focus on it. Okay. So what we discuss, how to create the user. I have given the information. So example, U1 user account we created. Next, what we did, while we are trying to creating the user account, how to modify the properties for new user. That is we completed, right? So please wait some time. Everything you are going to get clear. We are not migrating U1 to U2. Got it? I don't know where you are focusing. Please listen. Please focus on it. In between, I'm asking after completing the concept, guys, if you're having any doubt like this, I'm raising the question. And you people simply you are sitting. You are not going to bother. Huh? Then while I'm trying to teaching some different concept, you're going to get the doubts into previous concepts. Please focus. Right, guys? I said now, especially for online, you need to use laptop with headphones while you are trying to attending the session. Then only you can able to understand the Linux. Otherwise, नाम के वास्ते उतना ही है. घर में जो लोगों को आंख पोंछने के लिए है, उससे ज्यादा बढ़ के कुछ भी नहीं है. Got it, guys? ఇంట్లో వాళ్ళ కళ్ళు తుడవడానికి అటెండ్ కాకండి, మీకోసం మీరు అటెండ్ అవ్వండి. అర్థమైందా? సో you're getting 3 times 3 plates, right? Because of that reason you are unable to concentrate. If you miss one time one plate, then you can able to understand that plate value. 3 times 3 प्लेट मिल रहा है ना आप लोगों को, इसलिए उसका फोकस करने का उतना मन नहीं करता. अगर एक टाइम मिस हो गया, ऑटोमेटिकली यू आर गोइंग टू फोकस, ऑटोमेटिकली यू आर गोइंग टू स्ट्रगल. ये 1 महीना हॉस्टल का फीस नहीं दे दिए तो पता चलेगा घर पे. So please, by God days you will have the good facilities. Please utilize those all the facilities. Got it, guys? So this is not a joke, man. This is a fact. This is a fact, right? So please focus on it. फिर से मेरे को unnecessary questions नहीं पूछना. Got it? What I'm trying to teaching, please focus on it. Definitely, if you having the doubt, I will explain you. You are not focusing here, especially online. Got it, guys? Right. So what is why we are getting this error, guys? SU space hyphen U2. Because we change the shell enrollment. Very good, Karthik. Okay. While we are trying to creating the U2, we modify the shell, right? Tail slash etc password. See, guys. When we can able to log in? How to log in with U2 now? We need to modify the shell enrollment. We'll have has been no login. We need to modify has been no login to bin bash. How to modify? Which command? Very good. User mod is a command. Then option -s to modify the shell. What kind of shell? Bin bash. Then simple. For existing user properties, we are modifying now. U2 is an existing user. Now we are trying to modifying the U2 properties according to our requirement. So while you are trying to creating the user account, we assign has been no login shell for U2. So if you having has been no login shell, you are unable to log in. So we need to modify the shell environment. How to modify the shell environment for existing user? User mod is a command for existing user. Modification -s is an option. Has been, sorry, bin bash is a shell environment. To whom? U2 user account. See, guys. I hope you're clear. Then try to log in as a U2. Beacon. Then check the PWD. Usually we need to usually we should have home U2, but we modify while we are trying to creating the user account as a home dir2. Now again, we need to modify as a home U2. How? While you are trying to creating the user account, at the time you need to modify the home directory -d options we used, right? Now we are using MD both, modification home directory. How to modify? Exit, login as a root user, user mod -m, first M, then D. Don't give DM. If you want, can you -md also? It's not like this. You need to provide individually -m, -d. -m means modification. D means directory. Home U2. To whom? U2. I hope you got it. DIR-T2, so yeah, DIR2 to U2. I hope you got it. Home U2. So clear? Yes, no? How to modify the shell environment for existing user? How to modify the home directory for existing user? While you are trying to creating the user account, -d is enough. If it is an existing user, MD both we need to use. Otherwise, you are going to get error. Okay. Next. You know how to modify the user ID, group ID, and those all stuff. How to rename the user? User mod -l, new name and old name. Syntax little bit different here. First, we need to provide the new name, test user. We are trying to modifying this test user as a, sorry, U2 as a test user, not test user as a U2. U2 as a test user. User mod -l. So new name, test user, old name, U2. Now it doesn't have U2. We need to use test user. It is showing home U2, right? Because only username it will modify. It is not going to modify the home directory. How to modify the home directory, guys? How to modify the home directory? User mod -m -d, then home test user to test user. Got it? Clear, guys? Try to log in. So I hope you got it. How to modify the each and every field using user mod, right? Okay. Guys, let's see here. Root user, he have the full access. Because of that reason, root user, he can able to switch to root user to any user using su command without any password. But if you try to switch from normal user to any user, it will ask to us to provide the password. Did we assign the password for this U1? No, right? So we doesn't have any password for U1. How you can able to log in? It's not possible. We need to assign the password. Login as a root user. Password is a command. Password is a command. Next, U1 is a username. Got it, guys? Exit. We are trying to log in from student user to U1. Right? So got it? Clear? Now, how to log the users, we'll see. How to log. User mod hyphen capital L. L means log. Then U1 is a username. Exit. We are back to student user. Student to U1. You are unable to log in. Authentication failed. Don't think I have given wrong password. I'll show you. So I have given proper password only. Even if you're providing the proper password, you are unable to log in. So whether it got locked or not, how to verify? Let's see. So few peoples will have, sir, you are given wrong password because of the reason authentication fail we got like that. They will. So password hyphen S, capital S. S means status. LK means locked. Locked. Password locked. Got it. So the user password it got locked. We are unable to log in. How to unlock? User mod capital U U1. It got unlocked. PS means password set. This is algorithm. SHA-512 crypt algorithm. This algorithm, so in multiple scenarios we are going to use. ECDSA algorithm, RSA algorithm, SHA-512, SHA-128. Like this algorithms will have. So using the SHA-15, SHA-12, SHA-512 algorithm. So we are assigning the password for this user account, encrypted password. Got it? Then exit. We can able to log in. So there was one failed login attempt since last success login. Before attempt it got failed, right? So that is what it's saying, right? So I hope you got it, guys. How to modify the user properties, how to modify the username and those all stuff. How to delete the user. User del is a command. User del is a command and username. For example, we are trying to deleting test user. Test user, it got deleted. But here only user account it will delete. But user related few properties like home directory and those all stuff will have. CD, home. Inside the home itself only will have the home directory. I hope you got it. How to delete the user with all the properties? -R, recursively. U1 it got deleted. U1 user home directory also it got deleted. You need to delete test user means manually you should delete. Got it, guys? So I hope you're clear. This is all about user management. Password properties we need to discuss. We'll do on next class on 26th onwards. Okay. So now if you're having any doubts, any questions, you can tell me. Then now I'm going to share the require Google Drive link and those all stuff. Right. So please go through that link. You'll have the all the softwares. Okay. You can install the operating system. Who doesn't have the proper configuration laptop, right? Better to use EC2. You can change, man, Karthik, but you need to give both the options, -L and -MD both. That's it, now. Both we can change, -L and -MD both. Both the options we can give and then we can change. Like this also I can give, it's not a problem. If you want, you can keep U2 end of the line also, it's not a problem. Both it will accept. It's not like this. You need to provide the username in front of the user ad. If you want, you can give this username after completing the -C means comments, man, comments. We are assigning comments. Krishna is a handsome guy. Is a comment, right? Yes, Krishna. He's not Krishna, I think Krishna. Huh? That is called comment. It is not going to assign any default password. We need to assign the password. 26th onwards, we are going to discuss about password properties from 26th onwards, right? So don't worry. At the time you can able to understand. I will show the password properties, but because we doesn't have the much time to complete the password properties, okay? Right, guys. So let's see here. Who need demo videos? Please try to communicate to administrator. She will provide you. Yuvraj, yesterday I have given the keys now, man, for you. Which key you need? 7.0, 6.17 or 16? Guys, I'm unable to upload the keys here. That is what, man. 17 key you need or 16 key you need? Guys, I doesn't have the access to share the files into chat box. I'll do one thing. In that Google Drive link, I'll upload this keys. Don't worry. 17 keys you can search in Google, man, you will get. Yeah, already I have given the Google Drive link into chat box, man. Go through that Google Drive link. Right. Guys, once again, sir, Naresh IT send Google Classroom link. I'll update in Google Classroom link also, don't worry. Pinky. Pinky Singh. I'll update into Google Classroom also. This link, you can go through that, okay? If you try to downloading the ISO image from RHEL, sometimes it's asking subscription, but usually doesn't need. No need to bother. In Google Drive link, you will have the RHEL 7.0 ISO image you can download. That is PDF file, man. Better to open with PDF reader, it will open. You can use Ubuntu, no issues. Ask her. Yes, guys. If you having any doubts, any questions, please. Next class on 26th. From tomorrow, 20 to 25. We are going to resume from 26 onwards. Right? See you guys. So yes, if you having any doubts, please. Yeah, thank you. Same to you, Devyani. Yes, guys. Yeah, welcome, guys. Thank you. 17 keys, not 7 keys. Okay. 7, I think 12 you need to use, man. If you're having 7, Windows 7. Windows 11, it will work 17 keys. It's not a problem. Rakesh.